Hi guys. So I'm listening to Goddess Energy Tarot. I like her. And she is saying that the same thing. I gotta like stop listening to her when I talk. But this morning we did a read and last night and we just talked about your person being funny and basically saying the same thing. She's saying that that your person is dealing with another person as well. Just so that's come up on mine out of nowhere, and I'm hearing it now in other readers. So it's kind of gross. It's making me kind of sick. I don't really know, man. That sucks. I feel like the person that's getting screwed over is a great person, and I just want to say I'm sorry to you if you've been struggling with wondering if something like that's been happening. But I picked it up, and it's picking up here as well. So if you guys might want to go check out Goddess Energy Tarot. She's great. Um, also, um, Mindy Copeland. Mindy Copeland is really great too. I've came across her recently, and she was really accurate this morning as well. So go ahead and check those two out if you feel like anything that we've said so far is even really is resonating. They kind of have some stuff second half stuff. That's perfect. It's not a good confirmation. That's not a stick what I heard, but I feel a trap here right up top. And this person, obviously as sick as they are making you feel, and obviously as unlikely as it would be to trap somebody in those ways, that's what they have on their mind. You know, maybe they felt trapped. Either way, trapped is just not a good word. And, it's okay. I think that as long as you played your parts correctly, hopefully you're good to go. I know I did. I stopped getting my heart broke a long time ago, girl. Literally, that's why it's been easy for me to date, because everybody like just so wishy-washy and unpredictable, and you get these things that basically people say a bunch of stuff, and then when it's time to see where it's going on, the conversation just kind of fades away into thin air, and you're just kind of sitting there, and before you realize that it's just a bunch of gibberish, you may hem haw around the bush. I mean, people do a lot of different things. They're not really sure what's going on, and based off of your personality type, if you're A or B, you're either gonna be like, "What's going on?" or you're gonna be like, just sitting there quiet. But over these years, if you haven't already figured it out, what's going on is they're just words, they're just gibberish, and this person gibberized you. It does, it does say that over the week that your person's just been acting real funny, and that their face expressions might be real off, and almost like pouty or whiny or upset about something, and when you go to talk to them, they say nothing or whatever. And that actually exactly happened myself over the last 40 hours out of nowhere with somebody. And for my particular situation, we had a clear arrangement, and then it went all over the place. And this person was really trying to, in my opinion, move it around, hoping. I really don't. I can't make a lot of sense of it, but I know that they were BS, and they were telling me one thing, and then I don't know. They were just obviously not doing the right thing. I realized as time was going on that the dates that things were supposed to be done, they were not done, and then the amounts that were supposed to be paid were in different amounts, and so basically the entire agreement that was spoken of was completely rearranged, and it became a very stressful situation. So for some of you guys, you could have been doing a business deal. You could have thought you were going to have somebody move in with you and help you pay the bills. I know that somebody was stressing this week about possibly not being able to come up with the rent because somebody BS'd them. This is a lesson for you to be grounded. I see earth. Some of you guys need to change your diet and eat better food. But this is going to be a lesson where you learn that you have to take care of yourself. And it is unfortunately not because people are not, it's not really necessarily because they're not reliable. I guess in more sense, we need to be more dependable upon ourselves. We need to understand why we didn't see that person was a liar. That's my biggest concern. And so over the time that I have experienced this, I've decided, screw that, dude. I'm very strategic whenever I work with anybody, and um, I have all my moves put. Like if I see anybody acting weird, I can move with the flow. And for me personally, this round at least, I was able to complete my task with this arrangement, but it was a little bit more tricky than it should have been. So some of you guys can do that as well. It's what I feel like it's saying. If you're smart, you can't get reactive. You gotta learn how to communicate a little bit more calmly. Whether it's miscommunication for why it happened or, whatever the reason is, it can become very stressful and confusing and emotional. And some of you guys, I see Earth and Medicine again. So some of you guys actually may need to go see the doctor. Some of you guys may have something that actually is changing the way that you feel. They were saying the other day, this girl actually, Goddess Energy, they were saying that the liver is what muscle actually focuses on anger. And so I guess when you're angry, it actually breaks down your liver. I knew that when you drink, it broke down your liver, but she just made me realize that we need to now know what each emotion does for the body as well. I like to learn. Oh, and by the way, so we've also had some unusual things happen with the devices, hacking symptoms. And she's confirming that as well. She's saying that you have an ex looking into somebody else that might be interested in you. And that came up as well. My phone started acting weird, and I've already suspected that it might be this person. I've asked many times, and some of you may have been dealing with somebody who you can't tell ever, like, if they're telling the truth or lying. And you're not looking to see if they're telling the truth. You're just asking, because that's what normal people do. And this person is coming off as a very, he's like, they're inconclusive, so it's hard to tell. But there's some signs that may have, if you can learn what signs to pay attention to and listen for, God will send you alerts. And some things that I just noticed for me personally, which connected me to my suspects, were Microsoft. So I know who works on computers and who does not. And so that narrowed it down for me. And then also the suspect made a mistake and said yesterday they were troubled because their apps and their phone and their apps it was glitching. And it was, and my first, bam, it went right into my head. So are mine. And I have actually been in my phone all freaking morning. Because you guys need to go into your settings and go into apps, push manage apps, hit recently updated. You'd be surprised. There may be a bunch of Samsung shit in there. Samsung push, fucking share, fucking alternative messaging, fucking phone messaging app. It'll be hella shit. So I'm not exactly sure. But then today, bro, while I was literally on the chat line, the person that the other person might, if your ex, the person that your ex might be investigating, that's what I'm talking about. The person that they're jealous of, that person and I were texting, and literally, dude, that person has to have a translator, and they were like, oh, I don't even know what's going on. My translator's messing up. So boom, 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 dude. My phone, Microsoft connects to their fucking computer. The person I'm talking to is like, man, I'm fucking getting irritated because my apps are glitching. Yeah, because I'm sitting here fucking going into managing apps and fucking deleting them and disabling them. And then boom, dude, the dude that fucking they're jealous of saying straight up that his translator's fucking glitching. So in my opinion, I'm not there, can't guarantee you, but watch out for that shit. You're basically your own investigator. And hopefully when you're doing this, you're thinking even more so. Because now we know clearly you're close by somebody, lovers, which is fucking you over, the Hierophant and the Reavers, and undermines you. That's cute. You think so, huh? Not really, because you already got the job done, hopefully. I know I did. So, it's their loss because all they did was sabotage their own self. We do not have anything to hide on this channel. Yep, death, bitch, facts, bro. Shoot, dude. I mean, what do we have to lose? It's not going to be your problem if somebody else. All we need to do is investigate. That's all you do. The one thing we need to do, we'll have to figure out. Nothing to figure out. I already got it taken care of, guys. Okay, we have gotten plenty. Nobody gets away. They pay fucking 5 times as much if anybody does anything to us. Trust me. Someday I'll tell you on the islands when you can't get to me. We'll do campfire stories. Anyways, oh yeah. But yeah, pay attention to clues. I just love it. Dude, I can't even. Ace of coins, you're about to get a raise. Bye. And they're like going to be never coming on the Pure Blood Island because you're not here. Like, and that's all they're doing. Yeah, 5 of Cups. They're empty inside. You need to be at a 9, bro. And they'd be at a 5. They fucking empty. Sorry, I'm like saying that word. I'm sorry, YouTube. But that might be an energy that you were picking up. And another clue that you will have to follow is pay attention to their goals that they set. And if by chance they say anything about sorry. Dude, one time I was literally I went to pull a hairspray lid off at the salon and I shot it and hit it right in the eyeball. That's the kind of girl I am. Oh, man. Dude, okay, so trauma, we were talking this morning about trauma connections and how your person appears to possibly either sabotage themselves from the tower, 5, 7. It made me say literally those. And secrets. Not on this channel. It's not a secret. Everybody's confirming it. This person has 3 people in their energy. They have their ex. And the ex doesn't want them back. The ex is a good person. They left him for a reason. A good reason. And this person said some stuff. Okay, I gotta be honest with you. This person said some weird stuff. They said, do you ever worry about this person ever trying to you? I said, yeah, I actually have. I said, Tear, that's crazy. I said, what made you even think of that? And he said, I don't know, some of the stuff he said. I said, yeah, dude, I've been worried about that actually. I said, man, and then I'm thinking, their birthday is 1 day apart. That is why he asked me. So I asked him, you know me? I said, you're the one that was going to do that, dude. And no. Mother fricker. Oh, well, at least we're geniuses. They're a mess. Okay, this is obvious. The trauma that they are coming in with, anybody who ever talks poorly about their exes is the guilter. Anyone who is accountable will know we're wild little buckaroos and we drive each other crazy. Girls pick on guys, guys pick on girls. And if you're a real friend, you don't ever abandon anyone. I can't abandon anyone. I'm good at knowing what you are, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better and better, but I still love everybody. And hopefully you feel the way. I don't believe a true leader would ever turn their back on you. I feel like if you were to think about being a teacher or even God, you can't pick and choose. You cannot pick and choose, in my opinion. I think, for me, it's easy to love everybody for their differences, but it wasn't always. I had to go through some weird experiences. Like my sister had to pass, and she was the most simple girl, and I saw everybody come to her funeral, and they just loved her. She was so loved, and she showed me simplicity that day. Was popularity. It was pure beauty. And so sometimes the road to knowledge is rough, but sometimes it's okay. And there's been this one experience that comes to mind right now. I was as a teacher at school at the colleges when the kids are doing any of their like practical work, the teachers have to come and do a start, mid, and end check. And so the kids will tell us what their idea is, and I like to listen to it. So the teacher, but I think you should do it like this. I think it's great because another secret. So there are two secrets. Bro, the only secret here is that Bush's baked beans is going to be for dinner. Okay, nobody cares. Hermit mode, we don't care. The only time you care is when you don't play your cards right. So, if you haven't mentioned that you know they're cheating, don't. Step one, you are going to go into their phone too, and you're going to have some fun. Not some angry stuff. You're going to have fun. How do you deal with this shit? Well, this is what I do. You can do a couple things. I do and don't plan it. One time, the music was playing and their phone was the Bluetooth, and the tipsiness got a little much, and they threw fit as usual. And I actually just ironically went to the phone, and I saw a bunch of stuff as usual. And I this was already. I'm used to it by now. I don't care if you date 5 people. Tell me what we're gonna do. Go. I don't care if you have all. I actually am fine with. I'm not. My man can have more than one woman. I've never been like that. It's because of the last 4 years. It's because of this arrangement site, and that's how they do. You're not their girlfriend. You can if they want to be, but most of them don't. And who wants to deal with that? Drama stuff. You don't have to. Most of them will say, "I would like to meet with you." Roughly 3-4 times a month, maybe on Wednesday. And then I could pay about $2,000-$3,000 for your bills. Will that work for you? Sounds great. So that's how that goes. And so when they start to bring the emotional shit, I'm like, what is happening right now? Where am I? I don't mind like marrying. I'm looking to marry, but we're not arguing here. What are you doing, bro? Like all that. No, I did not spend the last 4 years to be happy. And it's obvious here that when they come in with that 5 of cups, they're like, you gotta be like, hey, are you okay? Literally, are you doing okay? Because like, you gotta remember, they need to know I'm solid. And when they're like, and you're like, are you okay? No, they're not. They have a bunch of secrets, and it's catching up on them. Don't worry about it, I told them. And I always tell them too. I'm like, hey, I said I don't care. I said it's gotta be this is in my opinion. I said it's 3 things. But to let you know, this person has I have court next week from this person literally lying and saying I punched them in the face and I didn't. And I said, why do you do that? I just lie all the time or whatever. Like, we actually do. It's just something that we do. I don't even remember, dude. I can't even. When I got arrested for that shit, they said, did that? I said, no, I didn't. They said, I went in. I spent the night in Oregon jail. Fucking A. And I get out and I'm getting signed out in the morning and I'm 35 miles from my car. And I'm like, can anybody give me a ride? Like, can't do that. Okay. Figured that. They said, but Jeff's here. He can pick you up. I said, who? Jeff. What? They're like, it's not a problem. I said, I was just in jail for punching him supposedly in the face. They're like, yeah, but you're not going to get charged for that. You're getting charged for disturbing peace. I said, that's just crazy. How the fuck in our state, if we get restrained instantly from our own houses if that happens, basically. So yeah, he's just standing there. I said, you told him I punched you in the face? He's like, yeah, I did, man. I mean, I didn't know what you were going to say. So, I mean, I had to protect myself. I protected you and me both, but I said no, literally nothing. That's what you do. You don't go and throw and then say, do what I said. Yeah, right. And you're gonna literally go and you throw me into jail just because you're. I don't even know. You don't even have a brain. No, you're literally evil to do that. And literally, dude. Patience equals rewards. There's no reason to settle, is all I'm saying. But what I did get out of that is about 150,000. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't feel bad. I had an arrangement, so you need to calm down. Um, I am willing to go further with anybody, but are you a leader for me when you're like, oh, the crap. Yep, 7 of Swords in the reverse, because this was a liar, cheater, stealer. And I said, well, the cards are saying that there's another person involved, which is fine. If you have one, I don't care. I said, if that's the case, then I could see that you might be budgeting out to other babies. That's totally fine. Let's be realistic here. I just need to know if by chance there's what you can do with. I don't even care if you can't. I just don't want to be waiting till the last minute and then find out some weird that you're not going to be able to I don't like my bills being late. And so if we have an arrangement, basically, then I said I just would obviously find an alternative thing. Oh, no. I said, or you're just being insecure, or what was the other option? I don't remember. But you might be doing this with somebody. By the end of it, you might just say, I'm leaving, because you're going to have a work celebration, and what would your angel say about it? Magician. Yo, dude. Sweet happiness, bro. Facts. You need to always, I've already done all this wrong, so maybe you haven't yet. But anybody who tries to alter you and dictate, all those phone calls you hear blowing up, that was that. No, we ain't doing that. What are you talking about? Well, what if I needed to call and tell you something that was important? Text me. Bro, this is crazy, dude. Portions. I said, after I told him, I said, dude, I don't even have food in the fridge, bro. My potential is endless. I said, your potential is endless. But facts, just let them know and when somebody wants you this time, just know, another secret? I'm getting so sick. Dude, okay. So, you're just going to be like, all right. So, yeah, anyways, that was nice. I got everything I needed. So, basically, I'm on to a new SD. I'm going to have to get back on this. And another thing is did you delete me from the Sugar website? I said, no, I haven't been on it in a long time. And I'm so dumb, I don't even think about it. Because he's all worried if I'm ever faithful or not. And he was like, I said, I haven't even been on there. I said, and you know I haven't. Don't you? And he was like, yeah. I said, don't you? He's like, he's all getting all giddy because I haven't been on there. And then I didn't even realize, wait, why have you been on there? But I don't care if you're on there. And so that's why I'm like, do your thing, dude. That's the thing about guys. It's why do you keep fronting? Just if you want 4 girlfriends, say it. You'll manifest girls that are fine with that. If you keep lying, you will manifest girls that want you to tell them the truth. It's opposite. Just tell the truth. I'm a girl who's fine with that. And so I'm not lying about nothing. I tell you guys way too much. I tell you everything. Silent treatment. Yeah. This person could have been withholding, but you got victory, bro. And that is what I'm saying. These are your tests. This could be a common thing. I was going to tell you guys how to be funny with it. But yeah, go into settings first. I want you guys to just go into your phone, hit settings, go and search apps, and look up manage apps. It'll be right there, and then put up recently updated just to check. You could have parental links to your phone, trackers. Dude, people are weird. This one is the most serious that I've seen. But I was pretty sure because when this whole thing started, I actually asked Jeff to come over to the house. I was at my mom's house. It was in August. And because I study psychology, I'm pretty good with following track of behavior. And I don't even know where to begin with the story. It's crazy. Page of Swords, sneaky again. Knight of Swords. Nobody cares. That's what I said. I said, you're in the Knight of Reverse energy right now. Sevens, Knights, Pages. Financial manipulation. There's not a manipulation here. It's a clear deal, bitch. King of Pentacles in the reverse, exactly. Because Seven Pentacles, they sit there and think every day at work. And that's why I told them, I said, I don't want to be dependent on anybody. I said, if anything, I want to take care of my man. And so I need to be able to be happy and high vibing. And you need to tell them that. If they're like bringing you down, bro, like seriously, it's going to be the same thing with everybody. It's very rare to find somebody who's honestly just a happy person, and you don't have to be happy. Maybe you're somebody who likes to read books on the deck. Maybe you're somebody who likes to fish every day. Whatever it is, what is your happy? And then think about it, do it, and get rid of change. This person's not going to change. They're not. Because what is so weird, okay, so all the other, on my site, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I'm really trying to learn how to either get rich, or obviously I want to, there's two choices. We either make the money or we marry into the money, or I guess you have it with your family. I want to be rich somehow. I'm willing to do whatever. I'll work for food. I don't even care. How do we get rich? That's what I want to know. So I put on my site, don't even, like, I was really professional and polite. I basically said that I was a teacher and a corporate leader by day. You have a true connection coming here. But I said, but you know, you can bet your butt, like in the middle of the afternoon, I'll be taking off my blazer and going cliff jumping into the lake because I really like nature. So I expressed that I work during the day, that I'm looking to expand my knowledge from, like I said, please don't contact me unless you make at least 5 million. They do like 500,000, 1 million, 5 million, 10 million. I don't really buy the 10 millions. Well, I actually had 10 million I've had a few 10 millions that I went to trips with. And they were very superficial and egotistical, and that's not my style. So I disregarded, but those were actually work trips. But my bosses, other than Martin, all my bosses have actually, and even my social worker, bro, my ass, they're funny, dude. No. Yeah, self-love. Listen to your heart. That's what I'm saying. Notorious B.I.G. You guys ain't about to get big, bro. This person's doing a performance act. When it don't make sense, that's what they do. Bye. You are here for a purpose, and you are going to stay focused. These are your tests. Just you're not a knight in reverse. And the knight in reverse is somebody who is capable, can still work, maybe even really great at work. You have some things together, but you have an attitude. And you are insecure, and you're jealous, and you are flighty and feisty, and it's just an icky combination of a lot of things that are inside of you with this 5 of Cups in the reverse that is unhealed stuff. And you'll know, like, is this person traumatized because their ex did something to them, or are they angry? So if they're like, oh yeah, they always blame and turn everything to a but, they're guilty. This person has no accountability with, where did they speak of any intelligence, wisdom, or integrity? Or is it always the victim narcissist card where everybody did them wrong? And, you know, where are they smart? Where do they invest? I'm going to tell you right now, if you're ever around somebody who has a lot of money and they don't invest it well, make sure to get yours out of theirs. Like, for example, when I realized I had actually went on a date with Stinky Boy for 1.5 years, I loved the kids. I hung out. I taught the kids how to do a lot of things. Scooter ride. Found out the 8-year-old never even knew what a football was. I brought a pool over to the house and swam with the kids in the front yard. I taught the kid how to jump off the cliffs. It was so fun. I love the kids very much. I built Legos. I did tons of stuff. But the person, I found out over time, really, once again, I don't know about you guys, but some people just don't want more. They just want what it is in the moment. And I'm a goal setter. And so I kind of was like, we started off with like, we were supposed to do a date on Friday. And then I don't know who decided every Friday, but I was trying to get out of the house, and I did. I went on a date on Friday, and it was fine. We had fun for a little bit, but um, I could not deal with respect to this. He's like, it was very unusually strong smell, and I was like scared from what. I'm gonna throw up right now. I'm thinking about it. And the house was very small, but I actually mentioned it to him, and it was like in my head. I think about these things every time. It's like, what is going on with you having to teach somebody how to do things? And I had those like for me, it was just kind of like a few different things. I'll just mention what I don't like. The bed. It was not made with a. It was not made right. It needs to be clean, and the sheets need to be done. And um, one thing that was a big thing that I noticed was I went to do the bed, and the kids had been in there sleeping in there, and they peed at least 100 times. And I was like, "What is happening right now? I'm not even aware of that." You know what I mean? And then okay, and so I was like, "Oh my gosh," in my head, because like this is the moment. And so he just said, "I told you I would do the bed." That was the reaction. So I paid attention to how people react, and I know that that could have came from an embarrassment. And so he said, "I don't." That's pretty much strike two right there. Um, and I'm all blacking out right now, dude. I couldn't with it. Anyways, I was trying to be nice. I said first, I pretty much just said we could get a new mattress. I don't think I downsized it to even a mattress cover, but what he did say casually, and he was okay with it. He said we could just put a new sheet on it, and it was just a regular sheet. So I paid. I will forgive you if that happened, but I would hope that you would understand, even your own self, that that might be something that you want to take care of it for myself. You know what I mean? And that is why I realized that maybe spending a year getting to know somebody is important. I also noticed that the season changes. People may or may not like certain seasons that you love, and that's a big deal. Just you're gonna get out and have so much fun. Yeah, refreshing oasis, ascension to flames, merge with lights, and ignite keys and codes. Yeah, for little hacker people. Oh yeah. Focus on your plan of action. Don't let nobody change you. You're a spiritual warrior, and they're a spiritual whiner. Self-care. You're like, you need to go to counseling. False compliments. That's how you get the money to be the fool and jump off the cliff. Hey, I'm real. If you can act right, sure. Why wouldn't I marry if you make $20,000 a month? But if you're crying like a baby, I'd rather do anything else. King of Pentacles, because you're like, I was just trying to make my own money. I'm not trying to, like, you're like, we can get married if you want, but are you going to be like, you're like, I don't need to ask you, like, if you're going to be like this every day. It's like, so this is how you are. That's all you need to do. You're not asking, like, when people approach you, it's no warranty. That's what it is, type 5. So just watch for that. This is what that is. And God has such a great future coming for you. And this is your moment where you can picture yourself to be like a child at the store where your parents like, yeah, you can get whatever you want, but remember, we have other stores that we're going to go to. And so you're like, you like a lot of things, but you're on the wheel of fortune. So whichever one you choose, you stop. And you might find that they do different things in the seasons. And you might find that you feel like you're in a Toy Story movie when their mother's leg, who likes to do arts and crafts, gets amputated, and she wants to come up to you because she loves you. Hi, Tara. How are you? And touches me with her legs. And I would not like to do that. And then she's like, do you want to see my art room? She's like, come on over here, guys. Everybody, let's pray. The whole family calls her out. Pray. I said, we've never prayed. She's like, dear family, we just want to thank the Lord that Chris has a girlfriend. I don't know, man. You're like, bye. No, I could do it, but guess what? What happened was I found out he was still daddy's boy. So his dad was a lot like my mom. And you got to watch for that too. Is somebody still attached to parent stuff? Do they have unhealed issues, or do they say, because everybody can have like anger towards it, but some people are just like, yeah, well, you know what? And they just kind of have a way of moving forward with it. And then other people are just like really stuck on it. So it looks like this person was just really stuck on it. It's fine. So you're a star. You have the Notorious B.I.G. My life is not as together as it seems. You're like, no crap. That's why I'm here. And that's what I said. I said, honestly, I came into your life because I'm blessing in like those ways, and you came into my life because that's what we were here to do. So all this extra stuff that's becoming is something that you're kind of like bringing, and that's just what we are doing. So that's the fun thing about agreements is like it's literally a strict deal, and it's a deal. So make deals with people, clear deals, period. And so when they try to get out of line, you're just like, this person is getting fired. Like, and I mentioned that too. I said, honestly, if this was in a professional workplace environment, you would be fired. You would not be an emperor. I said, and now, honestly, just because of all these weird and emotional things and, the weird stuff, I said, you can't even come to the Pure Blood Island when we get it. What can you do? It's not our choice. I said, nobody gets to choose. I said, it's about what the tarot says each level is. And so that's the fun thing too. It's like, you don't have to decide what somebody is. It's just like, you have the Ace of Wands. You're going to make a lot of money being yourself, being your true self. This person was trying to like the portion. Yeah. There's a lot still bothering this person. This person could have been like, oh yeah, and then out of nowhere pushes you away. Oh yeah, pushes you away. It's because they literally says they not just have one, but possibly up to 3 other people they talk to. Well, I'm sure you do. You're on a date. You're on an arrangement site. So why are you sitting here and like tell everybody that you're around to be faithful? Nobody even cares. We are fine with being honest and you being honest, and like your reactions and your behaviors just seem like you're troubled. Well, that's what it feels like when you have a lot going on. And it's crazy because for some people, they cannot just be like, yep. Anybody who's straight knows the renter chaser game, knows that if you tell somebody that you're not going to be theirs, only theirs, they kind of get annoyed with it, but they always return because you're honest and you were still attractive. And if they are mature enough and wise enough to just know that you never agreed to that, then they will be a good person themselves. It's not our fault we don't have to tell anybody more, You're going to put this person in the past because you're going to see that it wasn't true love. King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this person could have been a water sign. They don't love themselves. They're not over their ex. It sounds like they actually play victim a lot. They could be a liar, the world in the reverse. Yeah, I just feel like that is like God is going to deal with them right now. Oh, well. We know that they're going to go into the Slytherins, and we are all at the Hogwarts school, and we don't care. It's not a problem. We're going to go play like Quidditch and stuff. Okay. Yeah. Authenticity, because you're having a good time. And that is why you're so laid back when you're just like, what are you doing? You didn't agree to do anything extra. That's why I tried true love. I like love a lot. Don't interrupt. I told them stop saying things. They're like, well, if you stop yelling, I said, well, then stop making me yell. I said, I literally am telling you what I'm telling you. It's obvious here that people want to just keep telling you over and over and over something. No, you're trying to create something that's not a thing. This is what we're doing. Like your emotions want something that is honestly not just, it was never agreed to. And it's clear that you're literally unstable and you're supposed to be the main leader. I have not waited my whole life to get married to somebody who cries like this and whines and manipulates. And so, no, absolutely not. Just let them know that. You're like, no, like you just be straight and try to be chill and just be like, this is not Emperor, Empress energy. And honestly, what an Emperor and Empress does is we actually have to work together to look all of the people. And so if this person's like, what in the, yeah, right, dude, we'd both be fired if we stay. Create your vision. Do what makes your heart sing. You are being nudged forward. Straight. Stay the course. You're moving in the right direction. God's like, whoa! Because like, picture him up there, and you guys are playing like those games. You know, that one where you die if you don't make the right, and then you guys like they're betting on you from up there because you did the right choice. Like right now, you're like playing Hunger Games or something. I don't even know. That's funny. I never figured that before. Stay strong, be on light. You don't have to trip because they are looking weird. If you don't agree, see, that's why you don't want to say, oh yeah, let's date. Don't do that anymore. Ever since I started doing this arrangement thing, and I've had to go through probably thousands of freaking messages, which were strange, trust me. Strange. Anyways, you have to learn how. I've been studying this whole responding to men thing for 5 years, actually. Actually, I started in probably 2014. I looked it up clear back to Zeke because you guys were like, girls and men were kind of like clash. Sometimes a little bit, but I think it was because I was around a lot of feminines that maybe didn't care for, they were a lot of man haters, maybe possibly, I don't know. Because after I went and worked on the boat, studied it, tried dating a little bit, and then kind of just got to the basics of it, I realized that they are pretty simple. And I got to see all of them, fall in love. And when they do, they take it seriously. And they really only do that once or twice. And so you are very special if you've ever had that from a man. And if you're wondering if he loves you and he doesn't say it, he doesn't. They put you on, if you're not on his phone screen, you're not the one. 5 of Swords. This person is selfish, but that's fine. You did hopefully get yours complete. Oh, I was going to tell you with Stinky, what? I'm not just going to let somebody touch his body for no reason. So Stinky was not an arrangement, but I got that car out there. It was for about $4,000. Because you know what? I went on 1.5 years worth of dates, and who cares if you paid for them? Spend time on you. You're healing your heart. No, bro. It's either eat or be eaten. So at the end of the day, you got to look at your body as like a wonderful, special, gleaming. Because if the body is so not worth something, then how come you feel so crappy and doubtful? It seems like it does a lot to us. For years, I was like, well, I guess since I'm a hard worker, I can make it up. I can work 4 times as hard, But I noticed it was taking a piece of my heart. And then I also noticed that different behaviors that, like fights that I was having, were being carried into the next relationship. And actually, we were changing ourselves in dynamic. And I realized that if we keep loving the wrong person, we're going to have more doubts. And then we're giving all of our heart and spirit away. And then by the time we maybe meet our soulmate, if we do, we're going to love less. And so that's where I conserve it now. Page of Swords, yeah, you don't want to fight. You are not into fighting. You're clearing your space. You're redeeming yourself right now, not belittling yourself. That doesn't hold power over you, that kind of life. You've been enlightened that you and God are, you're like, God said, you're like, do I need to tell you what God would say right now? You're like, I thought we were going to be together. What? And okay, so this person would definitely say a response in the future, I guarantee will be, if I would say that, and I didn't say that for that reason right there, because I was never going to have somebody disrespect God. I'm getting all mad. One time Zeke did that. He's like, in the car, he's like, look at that sign. It says, honk the horn if you need Jesus. And I said, pow. He's like, oh! And then it was okay. And then I was not going to have to say, well, my God said no in the future. Because this person will mirror. They mirror. Well, they think they do. You got to watch for mirroring. Copycat energy. There's a lot of copycat energy. It's actually a big deal lately, whether women are doing it or men. Anybody can do it. Seems like you can call it trend following, copycat. It's very strange behavior, but maybe you guys have friends like that. But one of the ways that I'm noticing it in physical form is somebody's just changing their complete looks, identity. Their room might change in style, color. Their favorite color will instantly change. And I know that we had that happen when we were young. but this will continue to happen for these people into adulthood. So those are some signs right there. But obviously, emotional instability and anything would ruin your creations. Carefully request that they let you know if they can do the agreement that was originally made. Otherwise, they're going to be undergoing assessment as long as they're within the community of your space. And just let them know that the behavior today was out of alignment with the agreement made. And at this time, you feel as though they appear to have one of three things going on from what you concluded, and that you will now seek out alternative resources, is what I said. That's pretty good. I'm getting better at just wording it in professionalism every time, because we're not here to play your girl shit. Like, you clearly did something to your ex and it eats you up every day inside, because, or are you doing it to every day to some, I don't care what you're doing. Get away from me with your nasty energy. Letting go. Dude, no. It don't matter. Even if we lived out underneath a snail's butt cheek, it would still be better than dealing with somebody crying like that every day. Trust in God. Trust in arrangements. That's why you tell people straight from the get-go. There's no point in even bothering saying you're going to be with somebody anymore. If you're going to be with them, do you think you need to freaking ask? No. You're going to hold hands and you're just going to be together. So for this chapter, don't ask. Don't say nothing about being together. If you want to kiss him, kiss him. If you want to hold their hand, hold their hand. There's no asking to be together. And you cannot go out, move in or anything, at least for 1 year. You're also not allowed to stay the night at each other's house more than once a week. Those are some tries. I want you to go through the whole season, because you'll find that during like winter holidays, you might find yourself you're going to blend families. That's one thing that's noticeable. In the summertime and spring, you might notice that this person is an indoor person, an AC person, and you might be an outdoor naturistic person. You might also notice that this person doesn't set future goals if you're a goal setter. You might also notice things like how attached they are to their parent. And if, like, how long does it take? Is this person prompt with things? Do they seem like they are going to set you and the family up for success? The man is supposed to lead because he can protect you if need be, and he would get authority over the home, but it's because people feel like he makes them feel safe, and he doesn't have to do anything in particular except for it's a team thing, and that's what the whole thing is, everybody working together. And so nobody should be doing all of everything, but no nonsense needs to be occurring. If somebody is crying about something and whining and being angry, typically there's secret stuff going on that they're trying to pick fights to go do. There's two types of people that will just go do what they want and then come back and try to get out of it and say, or they might just say that they did it. This person doesn't go with the flow of change. There's no birthing of ideas with this person. Yeah, life's an expression of you. And so if they are altering anything throughout the day, I'm telling you, like, if any time during the day you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go doing fishing, and they're like, no, we're not going fishing. Bye, bitch. Because literally, that is the moment. It's always been the moment. And every time in the past you notice it, you're like, and then you stayed, right? It doesn't work where you know, right? So just trust now that dating for a year is step one. That's a great start. Because over that year, I realized, for one, I was interested in moving forward, even if he did have young kids. I mean, and that wasn't really my plan, because then I would have had to do the young kid decade again. But I would. I would do anything for my lover. And the house was really small. It was like 2 bedrooms, and there was already an extra kid in there, you know, and there was a lot of pets, so I could see he was a pet person. He always was trying to get a lot more pets too all the time. Let's not. And basically, the plans kept changing. So watch for that. Watch when you make a plan with somebody, and then they don't say anything more about it. Dude, anybody who makes a plan with somebody, I don't know how long it takes you, but I get pretty excited about it. I mean, look at me with my freaking journals and stuff, my laptops, and I'm always just like thinking, okay, I take it seriously. So if you do that and they're like, yeah, because at first they're kind of like infatuated with you. And so they look more excited than they fade off. And so just watch for like I'd say 24 to 72 hours max. If that hits 72 hours and they have just kind of went back and it seems like it's just kind of like their normal day, they have no intention of pursuing that plan. So those are just ways that you can be more aware faster. And so you don't need to take them seriously and you don't need to be rude about it. Just some ways that I think that next time I'm going to say, I was like, you need to come up with a better line so that I always knew we needed more scripted lines because pressure people, they have premeditated this whole argument. And so they approach us and we don't expect it. And typically, for me, I'm an angry person. I'm not going to sit here and talk about this weird stuff. What are you doing? I'll get angry about it. And I think they know that. And I feel like a lot of people use me as a catalyst. And it's like, I've made myself very clear. It's like, I'm not going to keep arguing with you. And so the faster that you can just be like, goodbye, yep, I'm not attracted to you anymore. Attraction in the reverse. You're like, you've been released now, Wanda. Because God did not, you are not waiting your whole life for somebody who is causing drama. That is your choice. That is not a choice. You're not doing it. If I find out you're with them, then I'm going to send you literally postcards from everywhere that we go. And I'm going to call you a B. I'm going to be like, what's up? You would have been here, but you're not because you're, okay? I'm going to literally, because you should be. And they're gross and they're nasty. And you have a magical crystal cave here. And nobody's going to have it unless they're worth it and they're going to earn it. Like 50 Shades of Grey. I said, don't even try to hit on me unless when I get proposed to, the ring, I want it to be so heavy I fall on the floor. You got that? Okay? I also, not kidding, I'm coming down from a helicopter into the river. And my dress needs to flow perfectly down the river. There you are standing, you and me, on the rock. Don't fuck it up. We don't need a venue, and people can bring tents or campers because we're just going to have a big-ass camp out. We just need bomb-ass food, DJ, a lot of weed, and I need a helicopter. The dress, I don't give a fuck how much it costs. Maybe when we're done, I'm going to rip it off and let it float down the river, and we're just going to start dancing. I don't even care. I have plans. It's going to be off shoulder. I guess not. Yeah, you have a divine gateway. And so when they're like, are you going to be here? And you're like, are you going to be here for long? Much longer? No, you're not. Now get the fuck out of my face. Because you're like, yeah, bye. I hid who I really am from you. You're like, you didn't hide anything. Dude, okay, I probably not. This person has done some strange things during my experience with this person. So I don't like people over here, and I have an arrangement, and so this person has actually showed up different times. And if you show up here without a schedule, I will walk you to your car, and I will make you. So that happens. They can't believe it. One day, out of nowhere, dude, this person shows up. It just opens the door like they're going to catch you like if it was your mom. What is going on? Oh, nothing. I was just in town. For the 4th time this week, they live a 4-hour round trip. It's like a 4-hour drive. Is this what we're going to be doing? I would, like, for one, I don't believe you. No, nobody does that. Stalkers do that, or stalkers. And literally, dude, this person, I crap you not, dude, I'm gonna look them through. So funny and dumb. My room's upside down the hallway. I actually don't let I don't let them sleep with me If by chance they have to stay, I put them in an Airbnb room. Isn't that fucked up? Only my husband's sleeping with me. Anyways, this person tries to sneak down here, right? And I'm in my bed. And I'm laying there. This person's a little shorter. Sure you're not. I just see it run, pal. Okay, I'm gonna pretend like you're in my bed right now. You're me. Like a troll, bro. What are you doing? Oh, nothing. I was just coming down here to smoke. You don't smoke. Oh, and that day, they were in town to get pillowcases. No, you were not. Stop picking up BS. So maybe you're dealing with a pathological liar and you're still cool. You're still chill. You're like, bro, it gets worse. So I'm like, I'm not buying the pillowcase thing, but stop. You don't need to do any of this. Just don't speak. I know it just. You're like, oh my gosh, it's way too much. It's a lot. Then I get a big old message. They're always like this long. As we go on, we remember. And it says, honestly, that day when I was in town, I really was there to get pillowcases. But you know what? You were right. I wasn't coming there to do that. I went there to get you that goose feather pillow that you wanted that was $300. But after you were rude to me, I had to give it to my son instead. So what they'll do is they'll actually remember something that I have asked for, and they will full blown actually say. Another thing they did, which is just crazy. It's not crazy because it's like, I know that the other day I said something. We were talking about having a drink, and like, yeah, I had some R&R, and then I don't know. A few days later, they were like, "Yep, I don't even care if you're doing that." And they were like, "I have not drank anything since you left." I said, "Except for the R&R the other day," and they said, "No, I haven't drank any R&R." I said, "Yeah, you said you can." I never said that. I never said I drank any R&R. I said I drank a Red Bull. I'm getting better at not arguing because, bro, I had some stuff that was coming up as far as the deadline goes, but I'm just like, stop. I can't with it. I don't know. That's why I asked him the other day. I said, "You guys just like liars?" And like, he's like, "It is." I said, why do you think you do that? Do you think it's just because I know that some people do it because maybe when they were little, their parents always got really harsh punishment. And so they grow into their adulthood scared to tell the truth. So I was trying to just break it down here. And they're like, "No, dude, I don't know. I did tell the cop that you punched me." Yeah. You're not getting charged with it. You're not getting charged with it. That's maybe because they didn't believe you. I don't know. I'm getting still charged with disturbance of peace. And no, I said, when you ask if I will be, I said, you are not acting like an emperor by throwing fists for one. You're toxic for the team, and you're questionable now. You said, it's not questionable. I said, there's no way you could come to the villain island. There's no way already, unfortunately. So that's what that is. And I said, also, you threw me in jail, and you were asking me if I would like to be your wife. And you threw me in jail just because I didn't know what you were going to say. And honestly, I just was like, I got to protect myself. I said that nothing happened, and that I said what anytime me and my men have ever had the cops come, which it's been never before. That was the first time. But we both usually will be like, "I ain't nothing, no." And they'll be like, "Oh," the cops usually have to sit there and look and try to see if there's any marks. If they can see any marks or anything broke, they'll do real quick, but sometimes there's not. And they try so hard. I try so hard. Can't seem to. Locked up, they won't let me out. Yeah, so, yeah, oh yeah. He was like, just straight, socked them all up in the face. You just made it up. Oh, wow. I said, "You guys pretty quick at that?" He's like, yeah. We did it quick. real quick, actually, we can do it at any time we need to. Anytime, like if we're trying to get a job and we don't have the right credentials, we do it there. Obviously, when if we talk to the police, we get out of anything with the police. Wow. And you know what? I should have known. Like when I very first got with them, they said, "Would you be upset if I call the police? Well, somebody was, I don't know if he said. I think he said they were slapping me, and we'd be mad about it. That happened between me and my daughter, and I had to call the cops, and they're mad at me about it." I said, "What?" I said, "You called the cops on me?" He's like, "Yeah, I did. She had to go to jail." I said, and he's like, "But she was slapping me." I was like thinking about it, and then I just snapped out for a second. I said, "Well, I don't know. I wasn't there for the circumstance, but I'm literally thinking, no wonder they don't talk to you. That whole thing was a fib dibber, and that is crazy. So just step away. God would like to handle them. You do nothing wrong. Make sure you watch your P's and Q's. Do not get emotional if you have some leading factors that need to be concluded before you end this. I was telling you already, like if you're somebody who lives with this person or you have shared things, if you're in their house, never confront them before you get it out. The danger people will ruin your shit. You know what he did to his ex? So it's horrible. Slaughtered the whole house because something was weird. Like I was gonna tell you, I said don't hit on me unless you got $5 million or more. And so usually the millionaires will they always have pictures. Obviously in the background, I always look at the background of everybody's pictures. You can always see, obviously, if their house are super expensive, a little bit expensive, or a trailer, things like that. And this particular person wasn't sending me any pictures of any of their house or anything like that. So me and my boss, Nicole, because she's a Leo, and Leos are the best. I hit her up and I was like, "Can you run a background check?" And we do. He passes, everything's good there. But there's no house on the property. So there's no house. So there's no millionaire house, and that's fine. But I roll out there, and it's a trailer, a 1985 trailer, which is fine, but not really, because it reminds me of my mom. But the trailer's actually shredded, everything. And out in this acreage is all the stuff that was inside of this family's home, and he mutilated with his hands. He went through so much rage after the breakup, like the house is mutilated. He just used lots of different tools and hammer. I don't even know. There's bits and pieces of the trailer left, and I was like, I could feel the pain, obviously the trauma, but it was obvious here that the situation was different than I was expecting. But whatever, that day, you know what I did? I just started a bonfire, and I helped clean for like 10 hours. I just told him, we got to get this cleaned up. I was really sweet. And I'll tell you what, when do you ever get a sugar baby and literally she comes out to this property, you don't even have a house, you shredded it with your hands, all your family's belongings is out here in the yard. This is what you're going to do to us. But I was very sweet, and I just cleaned up. I burnt anything wood that was good to burn. I'm getting actually sick about thinking about it. I'm talking everything was mutilated. Like, it was crazy. I've never seen anything like it. When I asked him why, he said when they went through the divorce, he wanted to make sure she got as little as possible. So he devalued the property. Devalued everything. Because your kids have to see their own belongings even out here. And you don't even care about that. I don't know. So anyway, spring passes, all these things pass. And the one thing that really came to our mind is this person's grabbing bits and pieces of the wood and going back over to that trailer and starting to try to get it built back up again. I was like out there cleaning, and they were like, saying, "What are you doing?" I'm just looking for something to fill this hole in over here. I do psychology. That is complete trauma, babe. And I am not being rude. I am just being aware, and my heart goes out. I don't actually know exactly the level of rage that he was going through, but I know that those things need to be resolved. And so I mentioned that. So I think that you might be connecting to, because I am a woman who can provide like previous. I think that for one, those connections, when you're dealing with somebody that you can give things to, if they start to get flighty and just weird, They may want a different person, but if they seem stressed about what you're doing, they're emotionally connected to you at least. And so they have secrets. And that's just something that you just need to know. It's like they're emotionally connected to you because you're a good person and anybody would be. And so the minute that you become aware of that, you have to protect yourself. You're a divine being, and this person is coming up as the limited. It says you're unlimited, but it's in the reverse. And it's because they the level of drama that they are today is all the stuff they carry. You know, that's not you. That's not your problem. It is not your. That is not love. Love has been a lot of drama and all this and other. And a lot of you guys have raised your kids. They're getting bigger now. Some of you are just starting. And it's a time where you enjoy. This is a time where you enjoy. And I'm excited for everybody. I see couples that the kids are grown. You guys are going to get out and start going out and doing miracles happen. Some of you guys are going to have some. If you guys go onto my wall, there's that SKU right there. If you guys screenshot it and send it, tell everybody it's $5 a month. It is 18 and older. But for every person that you get to subscribe track, and I will give you $1 out of my 5. So I'll split all my share with everyone. Anybody can play this game. You can cash out at any time. So if you're at 20 and you're like for sure that somebody subscribed, I will know too. And so you can get their subscription name and just track it and be like, hey, Terry, so my friend was fucking howdy and blah, blah, blah. And I'll check and then I'll cash you out right then and there. And so if you guys are looking to make some money, you get me 20 subscribers. I give you $20 and it's fucking right on the spot. So that little code is available. Anybody can play. I don't care who you are, but I'll split my share with you. And that's that. I know some of you guys are looking to make some money. So I'll do little fun things like that, get the business rolling. Then as soon as we get rich, obviously I'm going to do much more. Hello. Share all the channels. But the OF, share all 3, but definitely do that SKU one because all the people that are little, that's where the money's going to go fast. So just being near you is intoxicating. Yeah, because you're a great person. And you're like, but just being near you is very toxic for me. Little trickster. Okay. You're just the principal. That's how you are. Remember we talked about that last night. You're the principal. So as much as they think they're going to do it with the principal or have the principal's like, sure. I mean, she's like, why? Well, what? They're like, I want to be your hook. You're like, you really? Wow. Well, geez, I'm Tara. You know, how are you doing? You know, things are going fine at first. Why not? But then they're like, I was like, what is happening? And like, do you even know what? I said, stop whining. Stop. I just want you to be nice to me. I said, okay. He's like, can I just finish what I'm saying? I said, do you know something? You have actually never, since I met you, you've never done anything wrong yet. So basically, every time you say anything or this person has another insecure complaint, which is always, they have to explain to me why they have it. No, because you're being disrespectful, you're being disruptive. We're not doing this. Only immature people argue. And this is not occurring. It seems as though you're trying to add a couple things to it because you're a sick person inside. So if this is an insecurity that you struggle with, we can get you into some programs or something. We have the nonprofit organizations available. I am not here to argue with anybody, and I don't imagine that anybody needs to be told what to do. They're faking us. And that's what I told them, you know? So just tell those people straight, because you're the lesson right now. I said, you know, I came into your life because you wanted a hot ass little sexy little girlfriend for a second. I said, and you came into my life because I was looking to make some money. I said, so what is happening here is I need to know if you have basically the ability to continue to be my Sugar daddy, you're not, dude. He's like, I don't want to be your sugar daddy. I just want you to answer. I don't want to answer phone calls. I don't want to do all the shit. I would like to have a clear. I said, look, okay. I said, I actually called you 3 months ago. I called around November 15th. I did a walkthrough with a realtor. And so I hadn't spoken to this person. And so I actually didn't call. I didn't even call for any of this. I called on a blatant, actual honest agreement. I said, can you loan me $3,000 so that I can get whatever I need to up to par with the property? I said, and then I've already had a realtor come through and they said that they'll give me $600 cash. I said I could do a DocuSign agreement, even if you want, just because we hadn't talked since the last time we got in an argument, because I'm a feisty little fucker. But I wanted to be honest. I didn't want him to think in any way I wanted to take advantage, so I was willing to do the DocuSign and everything. Yes, we can do that. That's what it straight said. He asked about some dates and some everything, but it was a yes. So the month passes and it's getting like really like towards the last day. And that's where I think that it's intentional and like, and I'm trying, that's where you're going to have to like try, because when these people, when you ask certain people for help, apparently when they're like this, they like to leave you kind of like right on the edge. They enjoy it almost. And then sometimes they don't actually follow through with the deal. And so you can like lose your places and stuff like that. And so I don't care if you say yes or no. I just need to know what is going on. And so actually in the end, I found out it wasn't even done. He did 500. So we needed 3,000 and I actually like freaked out. And I like dropped some, I was like freaking out. That's why even though I was in Oregon last week or that week, I was like, what? I knew I needed to drive up there and like handle it. Anyways, like it's been a dramatic thing. I did finally complete my master plan on this month. And so now I'm back where it was and I'm like getting upset because this person was like, like all of the crazy things that they did in order to complete this. And then it was like pretty panicky. So make sure that you just stay calm whenever you're in these situations. And we also talked, some of you guys are thinking about leaving the workplace and quitting. You might have a problem with a manager. I'm feeling that right now. Believe in your power to manifest. Before you leave, just to make it simple, and if you've been written up for anything, for one, you guys need to know when you get written up, before you sign it ever, just get a copy. Because it's very difficult to get it later. Some of you guys might be having some problems with people in there, and you're thinking, how are you going to get that information? If you go and talk to them and ask them for it later, a lot of times it can be kind of a pain in the butt. But also I was going to tell you, go onto the computer and anything that sorry, anything that you can press with the buttons, press it. Go to the report section if you can. Go to any of the reports and just look at all that. That's how you're going to get your financial information. If you want to know like how much you made or where that's going, because sometimes you want to like know if you qualify for a house or you just need it. All that's going to be in that area. I just heard that some of you guys have to like verify your income and you need to have that paper signed. So that information can be in there for that if you need to just print it off and take care of it, if you know what I mean. If you need to kind of like locate any like documents, sometimes they actually do leave them there. And I'm not gonna lie, you know, I always look out for me and mine. So I'm hearing you might need to take a little field trip around the office, if you know what I mean. Some of you got something going on there. I would take a field trip around and see what you think looks like might be good for you. You're gonna be looking for patterns of behavior. So if you were able to find a file for feedback forms or write-ups, you could see if by chance who else has complained about the person you're complaining about. You want to make copies of that because sometimes you're dealing with favoritism. And so what you will see is probably not necessarily that person get into trouble, But something I'm hearing right now is that you might find that in the file for where everybody's write-ups go. It could be from the past, but that's okay. That's fine. As long as you got two or more, yours and that one's, that's all you need. And somebody I'm hearing wants to sue, you will make about 10,000 on that. I don't sue, but I work with corporates, and I don't know where that came from, but some of you guys have problems. I'm actually a corporate leader and I'm a little bit of a convict, so every time I go work anywhere, I always think about what we need to know to protect ourselves. They don't care about us anyway. With respect, you gotta have your own back, bro. So take a field trip. Also, let your eyes gaze the room for hidden. You gotta know where the cameras are. You can also download apps to say find hidden cameras. And it'll give you a radar, it'll give you a little noise maker beeping noise. There's also like solar, like night ones, they're all over. So you can see the distances away. Have fun with those. See where everything's located, make sure to be smart. Somebody who has cameras that are placed all around the money machines is only money materialistic, which is a dummy in my opinion. Somebody that has no clue what to really care for will not have any cameras around the crew room and by the exit where the crew door is. That to me is an idiot. The crew room is where all the conversation goes, so that's where you're going to understand the personality types of who you're dealing with. But they look at numbers. So with that being said, you're going to know how to navigate yourself based off of their personality. Are they stupid and only money hungry? Because if you need to detour them, you can do that through a celebrated sale while you're actually over here kind of doing your own thing on the side, getting yourself prepared to go. And if they're actually into the people, you will see that they're pretty distributed evenly. And the person will maybe come off, I hear, very serious. But if they seem like they are asking you personal questions, then you can talk to them. This person has a rusting bitch face, but they care about you. Because money hungry people don't ask you personal questions with a rusting bitch face. They will ask you personal questions with their stupid customer service face. So what? And I hear you got two situations. Some of you are just dealing with those little materialistic groupie bitches, but you may have a leader who is a strong woman. So when you go to her, if you want to go to her and talk to her serious, but make sure you go up the chain of command. You have to do it in order. So first you just talk to your leader, say, and you want to do it through text. If you guys say, hey, and be professional and be short and simple. Say, on Wednesday, I asked if I could have the day off and you scheduled me. Is there a possibility that we can discuss this so that we can make sure that we can avoid this in the future? That's fine. You don't even have to say it cost me anything. Just keep it simple because you need that in writing. You need to show that you've talked to her about this. And give her that opportunity to respond. It shows how many minutes in between it took. That shows something as a leader. Can she not respond? Like that's the duty. So you're looking at how the response is. You're looking at if they blended, did they bring their emotions into their facts? That is not how you do it with a professional. The professional needs to, what I just showed you, that's how we need to train because some of you guys are going to be dealing with emotional leaders. It sounds like almost like maybe what I was dealing with. So yeah, some of our leaders are kind of emotional and they get controlling. They want things their way. That's not your agreement. And you know, I had a feeling about that. That reminded me of my Paul Mitchell experience. Even earlier before this read. So I feel like some of us just have had we have walked into another narcissistic situation, not from a family or a lover, but it could be in your workplace. Do the same thing. You're like, and I also won that unemployment claim. I've only done it once, but that leader was doing the same thing, trying to add more to the agreement. And that was the teacher at the Paul Mitchell school. And she would just slap her hand down like she was freaking Judge Judy, and she was like, "Be quiet." And I was like, "What?" And I told her that. I texted her. I said, "Hey, I've been in here, and I just got it, and I won the case. So as long anyways, so here we are now. I do not want to have to deal with that shit again, nor do I want to have to go back to the salon. So, I guess we'll figure it out. Share the shit out of that SKU, so we can just get a ship and sail away. And I don't really care. I just don't want to go back to work anymore, and I don't want to deal with people that are controlling either. I just feel like we can. Hazel, get your toy. Well, it's not even that we can do better. It's that we have the magician. You're eliminated. We already knew that. Okay. Well, it says self-love is necessary and empowerment starts from the inside out. Do not compare yourself to others and start your change with focus and self-love. So that's probably for the little cross watcher, you know. Yeah, a lot of self-reflection. Be curious about your own nature. Choose to turn inwards. See, they're on a different path. They were being separated. They were being taught a lesson. Oh, that's sad because some of those people were our straight homies, dude. Some of our homies actually were not really going with us. If this is the Y in the road, guys. And we love you, but you know, some of you are actually straight emperors and empresses already. You're amazing. You'll straight pull the sword out and straight whack him in the face if you need to. Slap him back. And you're like, I don't cut. I bring bitch slap, bitch. 3 coins. You're like, take your fucking money and stick it in with your other 3 babies or whatever the fuck you're doing. Don't care. You're like, why are you stressing out? Do you not have enough money now because you have 2 other bitches, or did you go to the strip club, or what is your deal? Just tell me if I can. What is the number? Is there any number? I just want you to. Somebody get him the fuck out of here now. I said I would fire you at work if you were doing this. Yeah, obsess no more. You're like, don't even do it. Like I said, victory in the rivers. Lost my patience with you. Page ones, I would even be like, if anything, he's got the ones with $20,000 a month. But that's okay, because just like everything else, you're like, no. Do you want to live like that? When I was taken to Florida, it was $1 billion house. There was another one being built. There was alligators around it. It was so pretty. But he's like, you didn't sit on the white couch, did you? I said, he said, good. I fucking slept on it. I slept on it, Paul. Okay, justice. And the first day I slept out in the pool room next to the alligators because I was like, I cannot deal with your shit. So I was like, I'm going home. I was like, I don't even want to fucking be here anymore. He was like, oh, I have $10 million. Oh, Paul. My name is Paul. And I'm like, oh my God. I said, dude, and sweet Jesus, dude, I'm gonna smash my face into the table. He was like, I have shampoo that is organic. Okay, Paul, my vagina is organic. Okay, so we're at this business meeting, and his best friend, he's like screaming in front of his best friend. He's like, you have to deal with this as all fucking day. And they actually all started laughing. So I'm not supposed to cuss at the meetings, and I've never cussed. But that day I did. And you know what? They laughed their ass off. And that day I also did not order rich food. I ordered a fucking plate of big nachos. And they were like all getting this, and they were like looking at my food. I just ate the fucking nachos. And I'm a normal person. I do not do anything most of the people do. When they're gay, I believe, do all that stuff. I go zip lining off the building, go watch David Copperfield. And I found some, a little bit of, I found some stuff in the, what the I just ran through the sprinklers for the rest of the night. And then when I got back to the hotel, I saw this watch, and I saw Christy on it. And there was a heart with her and Paul. There's Christy. So when Paul wakes up, said, I'm sitting there like the fucking exorcist. Because I ran through the sprinkler, so my hair's wet. And I'm on a little bit of, I think it was, and I asked him, about it. And he just looked like a little lying piece of liar. And then my brother happened to be in town on a Harley. So I rode away on the Harley. You can't beat that. And I never came back. Because you can settle. But I was in that house and I stood there for a long time and it was so pretty. But it was the loneliest place ever. And when I said I wanted to leave on day 2 because I couldn't stand it anymore, because I guess I didn't handle the bakery right, I said, "Would you like to go to the bakery? I have the whole day planned." Oh, fucking my gosh. Do we get to go to the, like, is weed legal here or anything? Dude, it was crazy. And then he's like, in the bakery, I guess, if you're a rich girl, you're supposed to pick a cookie. Look at my legs, even. So if you're a rich girl at the bakery, I'm like laughing my balls off. I guess if you're rich, I did it wrong. He's like, "Hey, you went outside at the bakery." Because I just need some fresh air. We don't go to the bakery in my redneck village, okay? We just wouldn't go even if we could. I mean, if we were rich enough, yeah, maybe we'd come buy some cookies or something when we leave. I guess you're supposed to sit there at the table and elegantly eat your cookie in front of, like, it's like a thing. And so I noticed there was other young girls in there. And so it was obvious that was a thing. And I saw how they were dressed now. And you could see that they'd got them in some proper sugar baby clothes. And they were all doing the right thing. And they were all in there. And I'm out here just like blowing puffs and just living my best life in the sunshine because I'm trying to see the fucking alligator, bitch. And literally, he was like, "Didn't even eat the cocktail with me." Oh, okay. Another thing is so funny. I have to laugh. I'm clowning. Oh, bitch. Da-da-da. All right. He's like, "Okay, let's go to the beach." I finally get to go to the ocean. And you guys know I'm a mermaid. A whole new world. Oh, that's Aladdin. Why do I do that? Oh, well, maybe I'm not. I'm a fucking genie. Okay. So there I am. I'm swimming. But before we get there, he brings this cooler on wheels, right? I don't think anything of it because I just bring coolers every day. Doesn't matter if it's on wheels. Doesn't matter if it's on my back. Doesn't matter if I'm riding it across the beach. But I'm just excited to get to the ocean. Anyways, we're on the sidewalk and there's a woman walking and Paul is apparently done pulling the cooler already. He's like sweating balls because he's a diva, remember? I don't notice this. These are all things happening and I'm just like, dun, dun, and all of a sudden he's like, "Can you help me?" Yeah. Sure. Do you just want me to take it? You're good. You want me to carry it? Here, I can carry you too if you want. Like, what is your deal? Dude, who the fuck is the dumbass? Can't even fucking carry your cooler through it. Even worse, bro. He's getting so hot. He's like, the woman that's coming towards us is like, "Get out of the way, you fucking feminist." What are you doing right now? We are teachers. Right. I said, I'm going to go home after that. Well, I swam first and I was a mermaid and all that. I swam for a while. I did not come back to the beach for a long time. I can't with this shit, you know? I did get to see a lot of alligators. I got to see 5. I was like super really excited. Bro, I couldn't with it though. This is crazy. And Florida is very humid, actually, and everybody there is a big diva. I remember at the party there, the rich people were just talking so much about how one of the girls had eaten 4 baked potatoes. Have you saw that? She's already at 4. I can't even believe all she keeps doing is eating all those baked potatoes. And the handyman to the left of me is like, "Yeah, I got all the keys to their houses and I can't remember if he fucks them or robs them, but I'm assuming that that's kind of where we were going because we were about the same age. And we were just sitting here, baked potato lady. We got Boulder! And yeah, you're just like, this is crazy. And they're like, "This is paradise. Look at what we have." He's like, "I bought this today. Here's my new dune buggy. It only goes 15 miles an hour. Do you want to take a drive over to my other property?" You spent $20,000 on a 15-mile an hour thing. So there we are. We're like literally cruising like slow, like a tortoise. Anyways, I'm just like, picture my picture. No. You did not wait your whole life to do all that shit. Yeah, high priestess, you know what to do. Queen of Wands, you're also hella good in bed. You're smart. Deeper wisdom. Yeah, they didn't plan their future with you. They planned you to be part of their present moment, and then they were gonna you. That's what they do. And you're like, yep, Seven of Swords. They're like, sorry, I wish I could help you. I really wanted to help you, but yeah, honestly, my stomach's been in knots for 2 days now. All I've been doing is stressing. Well, I asked you 2 days when I saw your face was looking a little bit odd. What was going on? It looked like you were stressing, and you said nothing. So next time, if you want to handle this a different way, we could have handled it then, but at this time, it appears like there's more going on with you, and you're like, I actually, I'm gonna go ahead and hand this off to Draco Malfoy. So here's your resource number, and take your selfish, stingy ass and go hang out with the Slytherins, honey, because I couldn't really help you. Actually, I really don't know the proper advice for your symptoms. I had to research it, and it looks like you might need some alternative services. And honestly, it's clear if they would be around you, that you would do nothing with your life, and you would pick up their energy, and you would become sick and toxic, and your whole train would leave without you. World in the reverse. It's not your problem anymore. It don't matter. It don't matter, because in our group, we're gonna straight be out there on the beach with volleyball players, and we're gonna you can smack the girls' butts and stuff, and we're gonna get on the jet skis, and we'll be like, and if we have people out there like, oh, I just want you to love me. I said, okay, let's talk here for a second. First of all, I called for a actual DocuSign loan that was kind of I used the word misunderstanding because I was actually trying to be respectful. I said, I'm not really sure. Like, it seemed like kind of was the misunderstanding or whatever. What happened? And there was no misunderstanding. It was fucking dumb shit. And literally, it got me into panic mode. I said, and then we kind of got into the next month, and then we were in a situation where I was like, but it's fine. I said, we got it all taken care of. I'm so grateful. So just let them know. Yeah, look for the signs in the reverse. You're like, we're not gonna. You're like, I saw a sign. No, you're not gonna. You like smack. You're like gonna smack their head with the sign, and they're gonna run away. Yeah, hunger in the reverse. You're not hungry for shit, bro. And you made an honest deal. You said, yeah, and you have nourishment. You just need to take care of yourself. If this person is not doing the trick, it's fine. And for those of you who are already amazing, as soon as we make that money, I tell you, like, if you guys want to make that money, just share that code and don't share with anybody that doesn't want to see my butt. I'm not trying to have your mother on there. Okay, that would be embarrassing. But yeah, you're not fighting with this person who they're an ace of swords, so they are very angry, but they're not ace energy. They're not emperor energy. Anybody who's coming in drama is obvious. If they are coming in drama, they're obviously definitely not a king or a queen. Because a king or a queen, even in the reverse, is going to be more like fucking the Queen of Hearts, where she's like, off with your head. She's always a dick. She's like my mom, a Karen. You know what I mean? She's like, fuck that shit. You'll never fucking know what happened. They're dead ass dicks. You know what I mean? Where the ace, like this person is not. Stop. They're insecure. They're manipulative. They're lying. Remember, we were talking about how they were making this weird face and like, and you were like, what are you doing? Like, but you were kind. I'm not kind about it. I study psychology, and so if you call me, and the first thing, if I don't even answer calls and I see your face, I'm like, what? You think you're gonna, ooh. Bye. You have the sun, and you're like, and you're not gonna take my sunshine away. They live in the dark. Oh well. They'll never forget you. You're like, yeah. So they're like, what if I needed to tell you something? I'm like, just there you go. Just there you go, baby. Next time. Yeah. And then if you don't open the door. No running past. None of this. None of that. Just don't even come over. Send me a text. And that motherfucker trying to make me feel bad too. They bring their kid over, right? I don't even think I'd ever met this kid before. And I'm a sugar baby. I'm like out there doing a demo, and here comes freaking this shit. That was my first time, and then they're trying to make me feel bad. They're like, I said, what's going on? What are you doing here? Oh yeah, I just thought maybe I just or you didn't. No, you didn't think at all. Clearly, I'm freaking out. Obviously, you left. Bye. And then he's like, I can't believe you. My kid was bored. He could have done a lot of things at your house. He could have done so many things to keep himself busy. Watch the TV, use the air conditioner, maybe swim in the pool. What is happening right now? Okay, yeah. He could have, but he has a weird dad. No, I'm not the one. I've said nothing but good things and thanked them. I said that. I said, but thanking you. I told everybody, thank you, Jeff. You know, everybody else said, but at this point, dude, you can't be like blaming. Like, he'll be like trying to call 4, 5, 6 times in a row in the middle of my videos to interrupt me. That's crazy. What are we at? Then he's like, did you eat? He's like, can I please talk? I said, I'm over here like, I'll be like Adam Sandler and I've already kicked you in the jaw. And then he's like, they always want to cry, and I'm Karen's daughter, so we don't fucking deal with that shit. Anyways, he was like, I tried every time. He sends me one of those like little like reels, and it's like, the only reason why I tried to speak to you is because I am trying to tell you how I feel. Mm-hmm. As we go on, we remember. I love it when you come in big pop. You're just like done with it, bro. You're like, I'm not dealing with this, but I do have a nonprofit organization that you can call and sign yourself up for because you're capable of doing that. You're not going to do anything for anybody anymore. They're going to do it for themselves. You're just going to be looking at what they're acting like and how they're acting, and you're just going to categorize them. You're like, that one's into anything. You got the coke user, everything. And I would separate it. Just look, you got the chicks and dudes that stay with people that cheat on them and all that stuff, you know, and they're, you know, that's what that is. Everybody that's not who you are. Our group is different. Our group wants to go hang out in the summertime water. Our group, we have a blend of couples that are actually strong couples. But you guys are fun, and you're more of my fun, freaky friends, you know? You're not insecure, you're not jealous, you're not hateful, you're not a bitch hater. We don't do drama, gossipy girls or boys. We don't hate on each other. We don't have to worry about each other screwing each other around, because in our group you can screw whoever you want, and we don't care. And the ones that are taken don't cheat, so it's done. If you have to lie to kick it, then that's kind of your own problem. You might want to nip it in the butt, because you will get discovered at some point. It's not us. It doesn't matter to us if you fucking lie and get through, because you're the one who's going to get found out, and you will never have that opportunity to come back to people of that group again. That's how that group will be. That's how a real person does. It's like, you're always welcome to come in. And we're never mad at you, babe, because you might have a problem, but some things are permanent. You cannot be a liar. You cannot be a manipulator. We can't worry that you're going to hurt another person is the problem. So we always love our people. But if there's anybody who is actually very toxic and they disrupt your peace, you definitely got to nip it, because they will change your dynamic. And that person is actually just doing a bunch of ruggusy things. No, love doesn't mean that you got to go sit on a couch next to somebody fucking depressed every day. Love doesn't mean that you got to answer 15 phone calls because they wanted to call and blow up your in the middle of a live that they watch like nobody else matters. That saying right there, if you have anybody that calls you at work, they will ruin your career. If you have anybody even ask you insecure questions, they're just insecure. They could be cheating, but all that insecure shit goes all together. People that are confident cheaters don't even ask questions like that. They don't go, are you doing me? No, they're just like, and they're like, hi, babe. How was your day? You're so cute. I love you. Oh, it was great. Yeah. Worked a little bit late tonight because we had inventory. Oh, it's fine. You know I love doing it. And then you got the ones that are like, and you're like, hi, babe. Are you okay? Ma, I'm just feeling fucking retarded again. And you're just like, oh, that's too bad. Cover you up. I'll get you some water or something. Oh, thank you. Because whatever the fuck they're doing is whatever they've noticed. They feel like in that moment is when you care the most. So if you've noticed this person repetitively saying if they're sick or stressed, like somebody who has an ongoing bad day, it doesn't have problem resolution. You can't, it's like you can't, how many days is this gonna go on? You do not, because you can help, if you choose to keep helping them, then you won't elevate yourself to emperor and empress, because then you can't, because an emperor and an empress has to actually just elevate, stop. They have to have self-respect. They have to understand too what's going on. And so you're like, well, this person has unhealed. You're like, if I'm looking at this and you're like, and knowing me, you're like, I feel like it would connect with that, or it could be this, or it could be this. But stop. But you're like, what? All that you really know is just like the energy, the two. It's just not really healthy, and that's the bottom line. And it's good or it's bad. It's subscribed or not. It is expired or fresh. It's just one or two. And right now, you guys are actually heading for your true love. And for the ones that are married couples, don't worry. So if you guys, you guys can make that money. $1, I'll give you $1 per subscriber. I'm only charging $5 a month, and you do not go on there unless you want to see freaky things. But I figure that's one way to get us going. I'm going to be the Robin Hood of the nation. We're going to start. We need to build Noah's Ark, because I don't know. I get weird callings. Okay, am I not the one? I'm the one, huh? She's like waking up in the middle of the night. He's like, you need to build an ark. And I'm like, you were doing it. He said to do it. Well, and then interesting enough, my daughter said, yeah, Mom, don't even know Antarctica is melting. And they're saying that somewhere, she's like, in the 20s, she's like, they're saying it's going to melt so much that it's going to force and it's going to flood. Dude, I'm telling you what, we have run out, dude. And in our group, like I said, it just should be fun. I think, because my kids are not, they're grown, they're doing their own thing. So this group of people, the Villain Bloods, we are straight fucking hitting the sea first. We're going to get a ship, or we're going to build it, we're going to have it made. And we are going to pick out some land. And we will pick out beautiful land, some kind of island or something beautiful foresty, so that we can have pure blood away. We need to detox away. I don't care what we do. It's about the money if we make. It's all up to you guys. However you guys want. We got to promote my channel. Share. The YouTube and the Facebook obviously has these kind of things. So share those Facebooks offered to pay $55,000 a month. I need somebody that's smart with the marketing and computers. And so I'm fine with building a team and breaking this up into shares. I don't give a fuck about money. I just want to make it. And YouTube I'm fine with, and then OF. So we have all those three. So we need to do all of those things. And then from there, we can budget the money out and we can do whatever we decide to do as a team with it. I don't really care. I don't have any attachments to anybody. I will be rolling in as like literal Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm gonna have a whole pirate suit. I don't even know. I just want to be a pirate. I'm gonna be like, never let go, Jack. We're gonna be like, the kids aren't gonna be there. We'll have to have like a Disney cruise ship made or something. That was something that changed my vision. I was like looking at the dude before me and I was like, this is really changing my pirate ship. And then another thing he said that was just striked against him. I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about selling the property, and just because I really want to go travel. I want to go to every camp spot I want to go camping a lot, and I want to go fishing. And he was like, oh, I will never live in a camper. I would never live in a camper. I said, when you know they just lost their girl. I don't care what you would do. That's funny how confidently people say it. I will never be like, well, I don't know if you just know you just broke up with yourself. Yeah, you're too bright for these people. You're divine. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm scared. I don't care. They already said they'd give me 600 cash. I know what to do. God's like, do it, bro. Get out. Because otherwise we're gonna have to deal with people that are like, that you did not make this was never, no, we're not doing this. And like when they want to try to lock you down, that's how they'll always do. And whether anybody who's negative is going to do that. Like for me, if I like you, I'll tell you, you fucking talking to that stupid bitch? You fucking give her a jump, like give her this bitch a jump. I didn't like it. I said, yeah. I said, fucking next time I'm gonna put on right on her. I said, should she ever ask you again? Because like we'll straight just like kind of get funny about it. We're not gonna be like, are you? Nothing's wrong. I'm just tired. I didn't sleep good last night because the neighbor's dog was barking. Oh, I'm sorry, miscellaneous, that's funny. You're like, and then 2 days later, they're like, well, I'm the one who's had knots in my stomach for 2 days because I've been nervous about what you're doing. Well, I've been blogging, so go ahead and review if you need. I've just been here because you were watching. I mean, is there anything like going on? Are you nervous about something that you did or you did? Because they will reveal themselves. They'll be like, I was not mirroring you. I was not mirroring you. I was just doing what you did. Well, I didn't do that. So, and yeah, not mirroring me and doing what I did is the same thing. Talking about the Indians and the natives, talking about just, this is a book. I got my dad's books. He and I liked rocks and we liked nature books. So I grabbed some books that I thought he would be, that could benefit me. This one has a boat on it. It's just, I just am getting so much good energy. I just love my dad so much. Yeah, it talks about the water. We are going to lose 70% of the world, if not 100. We're going to build that ark and we'll be safe. We got to roll. We're going to put a diving board on the end. And I tell you what, if you get on that ship and you're a bad boy or girl, you're going to the sharks like Hook. Right off the diving board, bro. So just know that. It's known. We'll have a contract saying that. I'm gonna write it in Chinese too, just because I've been wanting to say that. That's some shit they'd say. But ours is gonna be more like the Captain Hook party boat. So we're gonna be a lot of it's gonna be. What's cool about our group? We're gonna be so rich that we're gonna be retiring in our 30s and 40s because if I can get a good market over here that knows how to work this whole $55,000 a month right there, that. 2 months, isn't that? See, I'm bad at math. Is that 2 months, $1 million? I can't even with these numbers. So I need somebody to actually be my manager is what I was looking for. Jeff was like cool for a second. He was like the agent, but he was like, oh, I just want to be friends. Be nice to me. And I'm like, be nice to you? You're like, this is crazy. Yeah, I used to do that with people. I've never done that myself. My mom is not going to put up with that. Oh, heck, I never did. My kids don't act like that. Nobody is doing that. What are you doing? That's crazy. That is crazy. So let's see what's going to happen, though. Some of you guys might be having back pain, and so it's recommending that you use a tea with arnica roots. They use a weed called bone set, like the bone, and set for colds and fevers. Ooh, this is going to be so good. I grabbed these because in case we are in a situation with an apocalypse of some sort, I'm going to study this book so that we can make medicines and save our people because we're not going to have the ingredients, and that's what my dad likes to do. We have a lot of chemists in our family. And so there's a lot of times when you run out of the actual ingredient and you have to go alternative. Go lay down. Go. And so this one's actually, that's what I grabbed. You're sitting on a dictionary as well. And so we're going to start studying this. We're going to be very smart. We're going to be somebody who can literally heal people. This is going to teach us, this one teaches about coughs. The Seneca snake root is widely employed by the Indians for treating the effects of snake bite. It is found in the American and European. It's an ingredient in a cough medicine. See, and that's what we're gonna know. So when the world, we're gonna run out, or we just don't trust. We don't need to trust them anymore either. White pine. The inner bark of the large evergreen white pine is still used as an ingredient in a commercial cough syrup. Several Indian tribes employed the bark for similar purposes in their native medicine. Usage of white pine is reported for most regions in what is found where there is an indigenous people. The Mahoans all use parts of this tree in various ways. The bark as a tea for colds and coughs, for sores, wounds, colds, and respiratory ailments. The dried inner bark contains up to 10% tannin and volatile oil. As an ingredient in cough syrup, it is used for colds and coughs to promote the expulsion of phlegm from the respiratory passages. White pine bark was entered in the National Formulary from 1916 to 65. So is it even, do we have it anymore? See, this is going to be fun. We're going to know how to make all this stuff. I like to be very smart. I want to see my brother. I miss him a lot. We always do some fun stuff like this. Last time when we were down there, we tried some fun stuff. We like to make chemistry. My daughter got that too. I don't know. Life's good. So just get smart, because at the end of the day, this whole stuff out here, this drama, that's of no value to me or no one. It's toxic. It's very pollutant. It's disgusting. It's not mature. And it is, no, that is definitely not what God would ever want for you. If you have anybody who's trauma addict, let them go, dude, and roll with us. We're about to take off on a ship. Facts. I'll take great care of you. Just share. So scan that code. I'll give you $1. The price, tell your friends it's $5. Some freaky deaky. And I'll give you $1 out of every 5. So you can cash those out at any time. You will track your own friends, and I will see if they have subscribed to you. They will need to, it'll just pop right up. So I'll just compare the names that you have. And if you want to cash out, you can do. If you have 5 friends that get it, I'll give you $5 at that time. If you have 10, I'll give you 10. You have 200, you get 200. So every subscriber, you get $1. The code I put up on my wall. So share. And yeah, we'll just start with that. So I'm going to do a couple things, but I love you guys, and just start learning, stay focused on really just becoming more shaman, healer, more grounded. You're universal now. You're elevated off the 3D. You made it through the 4D. If you're somebody who's already made it through your rough patch, your breakups, you're fucking chill, and now you're just seeing around and you're like, nah, dude, you're crazy. You're acting like my one. Then you're coming with us. We're about to go take it, dude, like for real. And we're about to be rich, dude. Facts. And we're going to an island. We're going jet skiing. I don't care. Whatever you want, we're getting. It's like Ariana Grande. She's like, she's like, it's the 7 rings. When we straight, I want it. I got it. Because so share the channel. The more we share, the more we get. The more we share, the more we get. Straight. Why not? So let's do it. Let's build this team together. Let's get out of here. We'll figure out what we want to do. I'm open-minded. I have no emotional attachments. I just want to travel and go to some cool places, and then we'll go pick out some land. We'll pay off our bills. We'll put your stuff at ease. And we will get away from anybody who, honestly, just everybody's being categorized right now by the universe based off of who they are. Everybody needs, God says, for those of you who have been dealing with somebody who has just been showing you red flags, he's asking you to please step out of the way, because this person has been behaving like this for a while. And basically he's sending angels in, and they are about to receive karma. And so if you would like to be there with them to receive that, then go ahead. But he's like, your ship is literally leaving, and it's your choice. Everything's always your choice. He's like, but I'm coming. He's at least warning you guys. You do have a choice, and you will know who you are because you're smart. You already see it. You're like, bro, you are tripping, dude. And so we are basically like going to have a party, and we'll pick out some land together, and we'll make a bunch of money together. I don't care. This laptop can sit in the freaking kitchen in our ship, and you guys can text back to people. I don't care. Whoever's smart, you're like, yeah, baby, I love it. You guys want a $40 tip? Text them it. I don't care. We're gonna roll with this, dude. We're gonna make money. We're gonna be like Robin Hood all over the nation. I don't care. I'm gonna teach you how to do this, because if Facebook's saying 55,000 a month, and I already made it to the top 8.2% in freaking OnlyFans in a month. It's awesome. Thanks for your guys' support on this, and then YouTube too. And we can get this. You guys are the smart ones. We need to get a production crew, but let's share that. Let's start with sharing this scan code, because we got to get it out there. It's already gaining in popularity, but let's get it more and more. You can share YouTube, share Facebook, but yeah, Facebook is going to be tarot and family stuff. I try to be appropriate a little bit. I'm trying to get off of, I'm trying to keep my bad stuff, but I'm pretty bad, huh? So I'm in 8.6 and I'm in the OF. That's great though. I love you guys so much. That's so good. And thank you for all the tips, Ma. And then so far, I've made 1,396. So that's cool. I started January 18th. So it's a month today. Oh, that's cute. Wow, happy anniversary. July 9th was my first tarot reading. I really remember these things, because we're going to do big things. On tips already. Mom, look at you go. Mom, you like $888. See, that's what I'm saying. You guys need to, we need to work together. There's money to be made. And I'm a goofball. And so it's just honestly being yourself is what I've realized. And I've had a lot of angry, bitter people just try to stand in my way, but that's what they've always done. And so we're just like, well, we don't care about it anymore. We don't care. We're literally heading for the boat. So let's do this together. I'm going to get the house cleaned up, and I love you guys. You're amazing. But roll out. Roll out. Love you, baby.